Hello, and welcome back to The Goodness Margin, the place where we find margin for the good things in life. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 ways that you can save money with your home decorations. The way that our home looks and feels is so important. And I'm sure many of you are like myself. I will look at Pinterest or I'll look on Instagram and I see these beautiful homes, these beautiful spaces. And then I begin to click those links that they have there. And I think, okay, that is way out of my budget, but I want my house to look a certain way. How can I do that? These are 5 ways that I have used, and I totally believe that they will help you. First of all, you want to take it slow. Unless you want to hire a designer and spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and absolutely if that's what you want to do, then by all means do that. But if you are like me, and I've slowly saved up money in order to complete a room, or I'm trying to decorate my home a certain way, I don't have just thousands of dollars to spend at once. And so rather than going into a store and just buying all of the things, I have found that the best way that I can create a home that is full of the items that I love, not the things that I'm going to want to get rid of down the road, that they're just temporarily taking up space, but really have those things that I love, is to take it slow, to buy that one piece that you really love. You find it, you know that it is the one. Bring it into your home and then let it sit there by itself. You don't have to fill every nook and cranny immediately. Take your time with adding those elements into the room that really belong there, that you know that you're going to keep for a long term. Give yourself a break and know that you don't have to decorate your living room in 1 week. You can take it slow. Even if other people visit and it's unfinished, you can say, hey, we're in the process of completing this room. That's okay. No one is expecting it to be completely done. So you can save a lot of money by not making those impulse purchases or buying things just to take up space. Tip number 2 is one of my very favorite ones. I don't want my space to look cheap. I love a good bargain and I would love to find every piece to be just this amazing deal. But the reality is I love those really high quality pieces. And so one way that I have found to make your room look like it is full of high quality pieces is to do a mix. I have a couch that is a very expensive couch. I got it on a great deal, and I'll actually share that with you in the next tip. But I have a very high-end couch, and then it is mixed with chairs that I found on sale at TJ Maxx. But when you mix those elements together in a room, you're really creating the look that you want, with not having everything to be just this cheap piece, but not having everything to be really expensive. I've also found that you can kind of have that splurge item. Maybe there's that one piece that you really, really want. For my living room, it was my living room curtains. I wanted curtains that went from ceiling to floor. Could not find those at the typical places that I would find a discounted item. So I found them at a website that I really, really liked, and I waited until they sent me a birthday coupon. And then I said, okay, for my birthday, I want money because I'm purchasing these curtains. They were not cheap. They were definitely a splurge, but they really made a statement in the room. So save your money up and buy those splurge pieces. And then you can also mix in with those items that you get at TJ Maxx or Target that are a lot less expensive. Tip number 3 is to find some really good discount stores in your area. Thankfully, we live in Metro Atlanta. It's a huge area. There's a lot of places to shop. You may live in a town that is very small and doesn't have some of those places, but somewhere close by you, or maybe within a few hours of driving distance, there are going to be those stores that have high quality merchandise at great discounts. For us, here on the north side of Atlanta, there's a store called Ballard Designs. They're typically not a retailer that you would go to for a brick and mortar store, but they are based out of Atlanta and they have magazines everywhere. You may actually get their catalog in the mail. Well, I discovered they have a design studio here in Atlanta, and connected to that design studio, of course, you can go inside there and you pick out your fabrics and they will do custom furniture for you and all of those things. But connected to that is a discount store where that they sell the things that they use for their catalogs. So they will make these catalogs, they go and they rent these beautiful old houses in Atlanta and they set up, and then that's the beautiful photographs that you receive in the mail. Well, I have benefited from a few of those. When we were looking to decorate our home, I would go to those as often as I could. If I was heading to that area of Atlanta, I would just try to take the time to stop by those stores. My couch was a very expensive couch that was featured in their catalog. Unfortunately for the company, fortunately for me, when they were moving the couch either in and out of the house or in and out of the truck or whatever they did, they broke two of the legs. Thankfully, my dad is really great at fixing these things. And so I got this couch. It's a $2,000 couch. That was what the price was back 7-8 years ago. So I'm not sure what it would be now. But I got it for $300. I was so excited when I found it. And of course it was, buy it now and there are no returns. But if you can find pieces like that, and even if I would have paid someone to fix it, I would have still come out really, really great on this very high quality piece of furniture. So just take the time to Google, look up those places in your area or in a city that's not too far from you. Another one of my favorite stores that I feel carries pretty decent quality of furniture, but will have these great floor discounts is World Market. I had actually ordered two of the chairs that are in my living room, the dark gray chairs. I had ordered those online. I walked into the store to pick them up. And of course I had used a coupon. They were on sale, all of the things. And someone had returned the exact same chairs. They were sitting there in the front and they had a tag on them and were selling them like $100 less than I was going to be picking mine up for. So I made a quick return, said, you know what, I'm going to return these items I just bought online without putting them in my car. And I want to buy these two pieces of furniture that are sitting right here. So frequent those stores that will have those floor discounts are places like Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. You never know what you will find. You will definitely find some great discounts. And there are quite a few items in my home that I took a chance on that had some sort of small damage to them. I was able to fix it myself and I got a great bargain on those items. Tip number 4 is sell something if you want to buy something. Recently, I needed to replace a light fixture in the front room of my home. I had bought this beautiful sort of wheel type of chandelier that hung down. And then we decided to convert that room into a schoolroom. And so I needed a light that would not be hanging down where we would hit our heads. Well, I knew that this light, they're still selling it online. So what I did is I posted it on Facebook Marketplace. I did end up spending about $20 more to purchase the brand new light that is a semi-flush mount that's hanging on the ceiling now. But I was able to replace it by selling what I already had. If you're wanting to do some redecorating, you could probably raise at least half of your budget by just looking at those pieces of furniture, those things that you no longer use, and post those online at Facebook Marketplace, or there's other apps and things that you can use to sell something that you have, and that way you can buy something that you really want. And then last but not least is try to come up with a cohesive theme for your home. I really love neutrals, but I love to add a pop of color occasionally. And so my home is pretty cohesive in the way that I decorate. And one way that we have greatly benefited from this is anytime that I want to kind of redecorate or rearrange how that a room should be set up. Our family grew after we moved into this home. We started out with only one child and then we had two. We realized we didn't have enough seating in our living room. And so we ended up pulling some seating from another room into our living room and then replacing that with something else. We have moved chairs from our bedroom to the living room and vice versa. If you choose a cohesive theme and your large pieces of furniture, you will make them more classic pieces and things that are a little bit more on the neutral side. You'll find that you're able to move things around in your home and make them work without having to completely replace them or buy something brand new. I love those extra unique touches, adding those with lamps or with throws or pillows. But for those chairs and those larger pieces of furniture, I try to go a little bit more neutral and classic. And that way, if I choose to move them from one room to the next, I can absolutely do that. Oftentimes, I will have people on Instagram will message me and ask me for links, because I know a lot of people who are on Instagram will share links to where they have purchased things. This is this line for this season. And unfortunately, I can't do that with very many things in my home because most of them I have purchased either damaged from a store and I was able to fix them, or I bought them so long ago that they are no longer online. The chairs that I have here sitting around my table, I actually found those at a design studio that was closing down. They still had the stickers from Pottery Barn on the bottom of them, but they had actually used those for their clients to sit in. And at the time, we were using folding chairs at our home. And I just happened to see that they had the doors open and stuff sitting out in the parking lot. I swung through there and was able to find these Pottery Barn chairs at a store that wasn't even selling furniture. They sold like curtains and custom things. But because I just took a chance and stopped by, I was able to find a really, really great bargain. And so don't feel like you have to decorate your home all in one day. Make your home your place, the things that you love. And if you buy those pieces that you really love, you'll keep them for a really long time. And you won't feel the need to quickly redecorate every time that the season changes or that the style changes a little bit. I hope that these tips will help you to save money and to create that home that's full of those items. As a minimalist, I try to just keep those things that really mean a lot to me and the things that I really love. And by surrounding my home with the things that I really love, I'm able to still stay on budget and to have a home that I feel comfortable in and love bringing in friends and family to join me. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd love for you to hit the bell so you can be notified when the next video goes live, and please subscribe to my channel.